What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA IMPACT Wrestling review, live tonight from Corpus Christi. A lot of big things happen on the show tonight, so let's kick it off. Tag team titles on the line. Bobby Roode and Austin Aries versus Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez for the tag team championships. It was kind of a weird beginning of how Hernandez and Chavo came out there with boxer, there's Jesse James or something. They got attacked by Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. They got the first win. And then Aries was going to do a frog splash doing a Latino heat thing like Chavo or Eddie, and was going to frog splash him, but he missed it, and Chavo got the pin. The match was a good match, and it was a weird kind of way how to begin the match of how the pins were literally picked up at 30 seconds each. The match really went on to be good. It kept going. Chavo was able to hit the frog splash and win the third fall to win back the tag team titles. Bit of a weird type of finish if you ask me. Well, I didn't even expect the titles to change hands. Right back to Chavo and Hernandez. I almost thought they were going to just end the team right there. But they won the titles back, and maybe Austin Aries and Bobby Roode will be going back to single main eventers again. So, yeah, maybe that will happen. It was kind of a weird way how they did it with the show there. Joseph Parks came out there talking about aces and eights, talking about he will annul the marriage of Bully Ray and Brooke Hogan. Devon came out saying this is family business and everything, and I believe ripped up Joseph Parks' tissue. Joseph Parks pretty much turned around. He wanted to fight aces and eights, but Devon had a chain and he hit Joseph Parks in the stomach and pretty much left him there. Why did this segment happen? I don't know how Joseph Parks is involved, but I guess this somewhat brings more to the Bully Ray and Brooke Hogan thing. Gail Kim went against Taryn Terrell, but it was a special guest referee. ODB, you haven't seen ODB in a while. Gail Kim went against Taryn Terrell. The match pretty much went on. Gail Kim got a little bit distracted by ODB and ran into the turnbuckle as Taryn Terrell dodged it. She did a roll-up and she picked up the win. It was a good win for her, I'll say that, for Taryn Terrell. I don't know how this feud is going to go on even longer. It's kind of weird when you don't have a lot of pay-per-views and TNA does. It's only 4 pay-per-view thing a year now, so that's kind of weird. And then we get to the gut chat with Magno and Adam Pearce, in which they let go of Adam Pearce, which I kind of feel like he was going to make it then. As we then moved on to Hulk Hogan. Hogan came out and he called out AJ Styles, and he told him, what's your decision and everything. Why are you doing this? Because it's a war between TNA and Aces and Eights, and he needs to know his side. James Storm pretty much came out there then. He came out and he talked about AJ Styles then, talking about whose side are you on, who you gonna join, who are you with, until Bad Influence came out. Christopher Daniels and Kaz. They said, who are you going to join? And I'm like, why don't you join us, not Aces and Eights then? Because Anderson still tried to convince AJ to join him. And he said, you think the Claire Lynch thing was bad? Like, well, look what TNA has done to you. Look what Dixie Carter and Hogan have done to him. And he pretty much looked at all of them. AJ Styles won, and who should he pick? And pretty much. And Hogan told AJ Styles as he tried to walk away, you're going to fight James Storm next week. And as I've said before in my other TNA reviews, if I've said it now, if you remember, this is like, it's like this. AJ Styles is the new Sting. He's Sting. Why is he Sting? Because it's Aces and Eights, which are the NWO, and Hogan and TNA are the WCW. Bad Influence, what are going to count? The Wolfpack next? I don't know. But as we move on, I have to say this. It's kind of pretty much like that. So, and AJ just wears all the black. So who's he going to make? So it's like they're trying to use WCW stuff. Rob Terry went against Joey Ryan. Rob Terry pretty much squashed him. As we got on to the gut check, pretty much Danny Daniels, I believe, and Bruce Pritchard let go of Magno. I knew this wasn't going to work out for gut check, and everybody just kept saying no, 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 and they understand he was saying, and they pretty much let him go because they don't even know who he is. And then as we move on to the main event, Brooke Hogan came to look on ringside. Jeff Hardy versus Bully Ray for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Full Metal Mayhem, which I gotta say, this was one hell of a match, I gotta say, it's for TNA. Right here. Real great match. A lot of great things happened out there, especially Jeff Hardy doing that Swanton bomb off the turnbuckle onto a table outside the ring on Bully Ray. And Swanton onto a table. And pretty much the crowd went, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I kind of liked how Jeff Hardy threw a chair at Bully Ray and then just hit him with another chair then. So it was a hell of a match, real great match. Jeff Hardy pretty much set up a table then. There was another table already set up in the ring. Jeff Hardy was climbing up until Taz handed Bully Ray a hammer. He handed him a weapon. And as Jeff was close to regaining the title, Bully Ray came up and he hit Jeff Hardy with the hammer, and Jeff fell on the table, and Bully Ray was able to regain and still hold the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So, in the end, this was a good match. I'll give it that. So, it was a decent episode. A little weird on some decisions tonight, especially with the tag team titles. And if Chavo and Hernandez lost, they would lose the belts. And they pretty much carried Jeff Hardy on a stretcher, and Bully Ray got on the mic talking about he took out Jeff Hardy and everything, and pretty much got in Brooke Hogan's face a lot. And he pretty much, Aces and Ace came in the ring. They celebrated, and yeah, they pretty much celebrated, and he pretty much asked the crowd, do you know who he is? And he's the TNA World Champion. I don't know what's next for TNA, and I don't know what's next for Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was only got injured out there tonight, but I don't know. But I'm getting this TNA review off here. Real good show tonight. Keep watching the show. Check out the live reactions. Comment, subscribe. You know it's me, the HOOD. You see I'm here with the green, with the mean. You see today is TNA. And this is the review for the world title. Here tonight. And I gotta say, it was a good show. I'm getting on my rhyme right here. So you know what I am, you know what I do. Keep watching the show. Live reactions. Hell, watch my shit, what I said about Monday Night Raw. Or my live reactions from WrestleMania. Keep watching the show. Keep subscribing. More guests are gonna be on the show. Anything that's gonna be talked out of the wrestling, will other big topics be discussed on here. Anything you want, you come up with, and we'll have a lot of guests on here. Man, I'm getting this review off right here. I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here. Peace. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for ya. Suck it. I'm out of here. Peace.